Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Couple quick clarifications. Number one, I am trading futures. If you don't know what futures are, I'll put a link down below to a totally free 4-part series that'll walk you through the futures market, how they all work. And one thing that maybe gets you interested, especially if you're annoyed by and struggling with that pattern day trading rule, there is 0 pattern day trading rule. So you have unlimited day trades every single day. Second, I am trading futures through a prop firm. What is a prop firm? How does a prop firm work? Which prop firm am I using? You can learn all about that at the link you see at the top of the screen. I'll also put it down in the description area. But in a nutshell, a prop firm is a way for you to put very little of your money at risk and then have a whole lot of upside potential. So let's keep an eye on things here and we'll see what we can come up with. I've actually already made one trade, nothing big at all, just basically a non-trade. And that's the other nice thing about futures is they're open 23 hours a day, 6 days a week. We're getting some strength here. I want to see how it continues to behave there a little bit. No need to rush into anything. All right, I will pause the screen recording software for now. Whoa, come on back, platform. All right, there we go. All right, I'll pause the screen recording software for now, and I'll let you know as soon as I find a trade. All right, I'm going to get short if it comes down to that red line there. That's a forced trade. I'm getting a little antsy here. That's a bad trade. Even if it comes down, it's still a bad trade. That's not where I feel a little bit of FOMO in my fingers. Yeah, so it would have been okay for a little bit of a scalp there. But still, like I said, I stand by. Even if this thing collapses, that was not the right entry point. So, all right, I'll pause. Well, now we're getting some movement down. All right, I am long here for my, oh, don't blink. So out there for, whoops, sorry if the speaker's blowing out your mouth or blowing out your ears there. All right, so little scalp there, started very small, was trying to potentially get more than 5 contracts, but I started small, but I never got any sort of opportunity to get more. And that's what happens. Sometimes if you want to try to give yourself flexibility, if you're correct right from the get-go, then yeah, you're not going to make a whole lot. So that's what happened there. So still a winning trade, but we'll keep an eye on it and see if another one comes along. Okay, going to try to pick up 5 down at that green line to go long. Again, trying to give myself some flexibility here. But wants to come down a little bit more. Let's do this. Let's just look for more of a fake breakdown at this point. Okay, I will pause. And I'm going to get a little aggressive here because I like this candle, how it just fought all the way back up. I'm in. Uh-oh. I had a little scalp. Give it another try here. Second time I just missed. All right. This one toyed with me twice. If it wants to come back up again, that would be a very, very attractive situation. Trying to be patient with it here. Man, that was crazy. Twice. Tried to take my little gain. Actually, wouldn't have been a little gain, would have been a nice little gain, but both times did not get filled. just being patient with it. Do still have some flexibility to add if I choose to. Blue line again is my entry. Yeah, well, that green line was me trying to add to the position, but I didn't get it. Let's see if this wants to keep on bouncing now. Here we go. Come on. Push some more. Come on. Oh, don't even do that to me a third time. Are you kidding me? All right, I gotta just that. It'll probably go now, but holy smokes, that one I have not had my mind played with. I would have been fine. And wow, what? At least I caught it all on video, so you see exactly what I mean. Goodness, 3 times try to get out. I throw out my sell order, and then it goes right back down. And then per the normal, now it's gone. And the other thing, the salt in the wound is, remember, you can scroll back, but a green line showed up down here. That was me trying to buy more. Because like I said, I like the setup, and to pat myself on the back to an extent. I mean, don't get me wrong, I clearly did a bunch of dumb things here. But I was right. That was a good setup. I tried to add more. I did not get the fill to buy, and now look at this thing. I mean, now this maybe doesn't mean a lot, but in futures, I mean, we're looking at thousands of dollars now that I could be up, and I'm not exaggerating. No, not tens of thousands, but yeah. I mean, even on that trade, I still made, quote unquote, 720. So I don't want to come across like too much of a greedy savage. But my point here is that, yeah, had I actually gotten filled down here, and had I not just gotten totally played like a fiddle, that would have been a very nice situation. But it is what it is. Yeah, wow. The market definitely just owned my mind on that one. And maybe that'll be the title of this video. The market owned my mind. Because that's what it did. It played with my mind, played with my mind. Third time, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I get out, and then it goes. So if you've ever been there before, so have I. But it's been a while. I can't remember the last time I've had it where in the same trade, actually 4 times. 3 times me trying to sell, and then the 1 time me trying to buy. Although the buy wasn't quite as clean cut, but and look at this thing. Now, I want to be very clear. I doubt I'd still be holding at this point, so that's not my claim, but wow. Yeah. I don't know. My mental, I can feel the voices. That was very irritating for sure to see this. The higher it goes, the more irritating it becomes. All right, I'll pause. All right, I'm going to take one more trade here, and we'll see what happens. My stop is that green line there. I am short. We'll see if this thing wants to roll over. If not, that's okay. I like the setup. I think there's a very plausible chance. And, I'm not saying it's necessarily going to crash, but at least roll over a little bit to start to give me some potential gains. So green line up here is my stop. This green line down here is my initial profit target area. And I don't know, sometimes my platform, that blue line blinks, very annoying. Usually it doesn't do it, but it does do it every now and then, and it is certainly very annoying when it does. So not looking so hot right now. In fact, I might be getting stopped out, and I'm stopped out. Okay. All right, well, now I may be saying, wait a second, Clay, what happened to these numbers? That's the other cool thing about prop firms is you can have multiple accounts, and then you can do copy trading, where the prop firm that I'm using, you can have up to 5 accounts, and then you could, if you want, you don't have to, but you could copy trade, meaning you make one trade, and then you copy it to your 4 other accounts. So for example, let's say you make a trade, and you make $100 on that trade. But because you copied it to your 4 other accounts, well, technically now that trade happened 5 times. Therefore, instead of quote unquote only making $100, you made $500. So that is a very cool thing about prop firms. And I do have multiple accounts. I'm not copying them, but that's where these numbers change down here because I'm technically on a different account right now. But yeah, that was that very clearly did choose not to roll back over. So did take a loss on that one, but still on this account, green, still overall green, and I'll take it. And I'm going to just go ahead and call it good. Before I go, I just want to invite you to get signed up for this free live online webinar that I'm offering. So if you're interested in learning more about the tools I'm using to build consistency, manage risk, and just have a proper framework to which you operate and approach the markets in, then definitely check out this class. And whether you're a beginner or have a whole lot of experience, I'm very confident there's going to be at least, now obviously if you're a beginner, there's going to be many, many, many nuggets of, I think value. If you're more of a veteran, yeah, maybe not as many, but I think it's still worth at least checking out. As constantly learning is always a good thing. So if you want to learn more about when the next live class is, just check out the link down in the description area, or you can just go to clayturo.com live directly. And excuse me. Oh, I promise I'm not getting emotional over here. I just had a little tickle cough. But did I just say tickle? I did. Can you tell I'm a dad of 6 kids when I say stuff like tickle? Anyways, thanks for being here. And if you are interested, I do live stream every day at 11 a.m. Eastern. And sometimes I show up randomly, so make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications so that you are made aware of when I am trading. So if you want to come hang out, ask questions, see some live trading, if you want to see this whole prop firm thing in action, then yeah, like I said, definitely come check out the live stream. So thanks for watching. Make sure you get signed up for the free class. Have a good one.